Hello, comic book fans. Welcome back to MJZ Comics.
Let's get it going. Let's start the show.
This episode of MJZ Comics, we are going to go over some new pickups, why we bought them, and explain a little bit about this confusion.
What are we talking about? Oh, yeah. First book we're going to show is Stormwatch number 4 from February of 98. Now, this is an image. This is the first appearance of Apollo and the first appearance of Midnighter, who are very important characters in the Authority.
For those of you that have not been keeping up on social media, James Gunn has announced that he is going to have an authority project. And it seems like he is a fan favorite of the Authority and is going to really push these characters into the DCU. Now, the interesting thing is I didn't know a lot about these guys until I heard this announcement. And then I was kind of like, okay, let's try to grab some of these books before they go crazy, because this really reminds me of when he took on Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy was like a no-name group in Marvel Comics. Nobody was buying any of that stuff. Nobody cared about them. And then James Gunn took that group, made them mainstream, and now they're a highly collected group of comic books. All those characters, Gamora, Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon. I really think he's going to do the same thing with the Authority. They're very intriguing. I mean, they're a group of superheroes, don't follow politics, don't follow the law, but their whole function and purpose is to save humanity. This image, it's Stormwatch number 4, the first Midnighter and Apollo, and I did actually find this at a local store. It was in a long box. It looks like it could be a 9/8. The next book, I actually found this on auction for a really good deal just recently, and this is Authority number 1. So this came out after that first book we had, Image, but this is the first team appearance of the Authority. The group was originally under the name Stormwatch, and the storyline, I believe, was like an alien takeover wiped out most of the group. They eventually reorganized into this group called the Authority, and the Midnighter and Apollo are back in this group. And this is the first appearance of the team, the Authority. This is under Wildstorm / DC. They went from, like I said, Image to Wildstorm and Wildstorm / DC. I think it's going to be a really cool storyline once it starts going.
Next book is Superman and the Authority, number 1 of 4. This is kind of a modern take on that team from July of 2021. Multiple appearances, multiple things going on. This is the new Authority roster led by Manchester Black, and the first appearance of a new version of Light Ray and OMAC, and also a cameo appearance of a new team. So just a lot of things going on in this book.
I think it's a good one to pick up because Superman crosses paths with the Authority, which I think that's probably what's going to happen in James Gunn's storyline. I'm sure the Justice League is not going to be happy with the Authority just, doing whatever it takes, breaking the law. That's not how the Justice League works, and you can see how there could be, maybe this is going to set up for a big battle between the Authority and the Justice League for control of the planet. I think these are really intriguing stories. It's kind of a breathing fresh air into DC. And like we said, James Gunn has done really well with these groups that aren't mainstream. I think this is going to be the next group that's really going to take the comic world by storm. I know it was popular at one time, but it never reached the popularity of, a lot of the main DC content or the Marvel content, but I think that's going to change. Some cool books here. Like I said, we just picked these up. Look for them in your stores. You might still be able to find deals on these. Cool first appearances. I think the Midnighter and Apollo book is probably the one to get. I think they're going to be the main characters. And that was the Stormwatch 4 book that we put up. In my opinion, that's going to be the big book out of all these. And then maybe the first team appearance of the Authority. One thing you can do is you can go on the Key Collector app and just type in the Authority, and it'll show you a bunch of the books related to these guys and kind of give you an idea. There's a lot of first appearances and a lot of different books to collect. So let us know what you think about these books. Like I said, I'm really excited about James Gunn taking this stuff over. Let's get into a couple other pickups we had that are non-comic books. First thing we grabbed was a Pop. We're Pop fans. We did a small short on this. This is from the Collector Core that came out this a couple weeks ago, and this is the Electro version. Really cool. From Spider-Man No Way Home. It glows in the dark. a limited edition. Now, the next thing we picked up is not comic book related, but it is a collectible, and I think it's pretty cool. I really think this has a chance to gain some ground as an investment. I don't know a lot of you if you're into sports collectibles. These came out in the late 80s and early 90s by Kenner, and it was a line called Starting Lineups, and there were action figures, not a lot of details. They look like they're from the 80s, 90s, like almost like a Star Wars action figure from that time. As you can see, this is Kobe Bryant, and it's his first starting lineup. It was from a limited 1996 extended series edition. So the cool thing about this collectible is it also includes a rookie card of Kobe Bryant. Okay, this is an untouched rookie in here. You can find these rookie cards separately on eBay, but I think it's just a really cool collectible. It's the first starting lineup. It's from 1996. So when you look at that, it's approaching what? It'll
30
be,
years, which is
yeah, and that's usually the golden line when stuff starts picking back up and the people from that era have money again to buy things like this. And also, Hasbro just released a new line of starting lineups, much more detailed and more expensive thing. I'm actually going to send this into AFA and get this thing graded. I mean, this thing is like in near mint. Picked it up for $100 on eBay. Let us know what you think about these pickups. If you haven't, please subscribe, like the video, let us know what you think. We're always looking for ideas for other videos. We like to take viewers' comments and turn those into videos. So please, please subscribe, like the video, and comment. MJZ out.